Please sit. Please introduce yourself. Tell something about you.
Sir, I'm an enthusiastic and determined person, and so I have done my 10 from DAV Public School, Kalinga, my intermediate same from DAV Public School, Kalinga, and my graduation from College of Engineering and Technology. And so my hobbies are painting Pattachitra and blogging and writing.
Okay. You have kept sociology as well.
Yes, sir.
You have studied.
Yes, sir.
Can you give the definition of ethnography? What is ethnography?
So, ethnography is a branch of sociology in which the researchers undergo study of records of humankind, tribes, records.
No, ethnography is the study of tribes only.
Yes, sir.
So you have studied textile engineering in your graduation.
Yes, sir.
Can you just throw some light on it? What is taught there?
Sir, textile engineering is a core branch. Mainly we studied this branch of engineering deals with from fiber to weaving of clothes. It covers the entire process line of the clothing factory and industry works.
Why is it that Surat is the epicenter of textile industry?
Sir, Surat is a city in Gujarat. Sir, initially, so even today, also it's called Manchester of India.
Why? What are the advantages there?
Sir, the soil and the climatic condition is suitable and favorable there for cultivation of cotton, and they have, sir, proper industry. They have the technical facilities and technicians for the development of the industry of that area. They have all the suitable facilities. The ecosystem they have created.
Why we are unable to set up fabric units here, and the cotton industry here?
So we are lacking here the technological upgradation mostly. So there the industries, the production units are in a very large scale, which is producing in a large scale production process as an output. So we are lacking here.
Is there any MSP for cotton in India? Do you know what MSP is?
Minimum support price.
Support price, yes, sir.
You don't know?
No, sir. I'm not able to recall at this point.
There is MSP for rice, paddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How much it is for in our state?
So the cost?
No, MSP.
So we have.
There is a minimum support price government gives
Yes, sir.
and procures that paddy.
Yes, sir.
What is the MSP in our country?
So MSP.
Government of India gives the MSP now.
Yes, sir. So MSP is a minimum support price government provides to the procurement of crops at a basic.
He's asking about what is the minimum support price. He's
What is
asking
it?
about the
I want
how much is the MSP?
figure.
What is the latest MSP that he's
No, sir.
asking?
I'm not able to.
2,300.
Okay, sir.
But government of Odisha will give 800 extra rupees for this.
Okay, sir.
I mean for quintal, the cultivator will get 3,100 this year.
Yes, sir.
Do you think
That's a part of the Samruddha Krisak Yojana.
Okay, sir.
See, in the Odisha budget there are two interesting provisions, new provisions. One is Subhatra,
Yes, sir.
the other is Samruddha Krisak Yojana,
Yes, sir.
where, as he says, 3,100 will be given as an assured MSP
Yes,
to
sir.
any farmer who wants to sell the paddy.
Yes, sir.
You follow?
Yes, sir.
this is
These are
an
two important schemes, so you should remember the details.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
this is an encouragement for paddy cultivators.
Cultivation.
But we are saying that paddy is a water consuming crop,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So government is trying to diversify agriculture from paddy to non-paddy
Yes,
crops.
sir.
But if we are giving 3,100 rupees for 1 quintal of rice, people will naturally go for paddy cultivation.
Yes, sir.
Then the policy of diversification will fail, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Suppose you are the agriculture secretary of our state.
Yes, sir.
What will you advise to your minister? To give sufficient MSP or not to? Did you get what I want to say?
Yes, sir.
There is a contrast. Suppose we give more MSP
Then
to
people
the
will be
people will naturally go
inclined.
for. But
Yes, sir.
our policy is to
Diversify.
diversify the crop. Then diversification will
Yes, sir.
suffer. The people will not go for cash crops. What will be your advice to your minister?
So advice would be, first of all, sir, more than diversification of crop, we need to understand the nutritional benefit and other factors like the export facilities and promotion of other crops around us other than rice. Rice we are consuming also in our state and we are also exporting. But there are other crops like millet. Now we are on a, which is also known as Shri Anna, as we have referred it, and it has more nutritional value. It is consuming much less water.
So what will you advise to your minister? To go for millet, not to produce more rice?
So I think there must be a balance between two. We cannot completely eliminate.
Have you heard that Honorable Prime Minister wants to increase the farm income? Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir, doubling the
Doubling
income
the
of
income.
farmers.
How he, if you do not give the MSP, how it will be achieved? Okay, excellent. You have
Yes, sir.
you do Pattachitra
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
You know the technique.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
visited that village,
Yes,
Raghurajpur?
sir, Raghurajpur. Yes,
It's
sir.
called a heritage village.
Yes,
why
sir.
why is it called heritage village?
So the village has almost around 200 plus families, in which every person of the family is involved in the production of Pattachitra. And also,
What are the materials required for Pattachitra?
so first Patta means the canvas and Chitra means of course the picture. So the canvas is made out of cloth, cotton cloth, which is drenched in chalk powder, later dried.
What is the content of Pattachitra? What is the subject matter of Pattachitra?
Sir, Radha Krishna and Jagannatha culture, it revolves around the storyline of Krishna mostly.
See, Adyasa, you are a very, very bright candidate, extremely bright candidate. But I have observed one thing in big time. One is that, you seem to be little unsure, though you know quite a lot of things. There is a sense of unease, a bit of an anxiety in your mind. So that needs to be cast off. So if you know something, well, be very, very confident, and the energy levels should be also commensurate with that. Just a suggestion, because I personally feel that you should have no difficulty in clearing this particular examination. Let me ask a couple of questions. First, start with sociology. Now, you must have read Durkheim.
Yes, sir.
What is Durkheim's major contribution? Why is he considered to be father of sociology? We all know about his contribution, but why is he called father of? What is that singular distinction, singular contribution of him for which he is called the father of sociology?
So Durkheim was a French sociologist. And
That is not the issue.
Yes, sir.
Come out of that.
So he was father of functionalist approach.
Okay, wonderful. What is a functionalist approach?
So functionalist approach says about the factors that are required So what are the we have social institutions and structures in our society,
Okay.
how they are gummed together.
Okay.
The binding
What is the
factor,
term
social,
what is the term used for that?
it's
If you have to look at
that social integration.
no, if you have to look at all the parts of a society together, there is a certain term that he used. It's a holistic approach. It's a holistic approach. He was holistic means take everything
Everything
together.
together.
The other is heuristic.
Yes, sir.
Heuristic means when you study specific parts, you study marriage, you study kinship. That's a heuristic study. So he was the first guy who said we should
Study
have
society
a
as
society
a
as a whole, which is called a holistic approach.
Okay, sir.
Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Holistic approach. He was also the first fellow who brought out empiricism in sociology, in the sense that he said that in natural sciences, it is possible to have a cause and
Explanation.
cause and effect relationship.
Yes, sir.
relationship. Now, Weber wrote a very famous book, Protestant Ethic and Spirit of Capitalism. What are the main things he was trying to bring out in this?
So, Weber tried to study, first of all, it was a study related to ideal types. So he wanted to understand why capitalism is quite evident in certain religious groups.
Okay.
So he took the characteristics of capitalism, he took the characteristic of a certain religious group,
What was that?
Calvinism.
Calvinism. Okay.
So then he compared both of the characteristics.
Why were the Calvinists very successful business people? What was that helped them? He basically tried to bring out how certain religions have a better efficacy in promoting capitalism or promoting business enterprises. What is that? What was there about Calvinism which promoted capitalism? See, I am asking you all these questions because the chairman of the OPSC, he is a sociologist.
Okay, sir.
So that is why I am sensitive. Though I am not a student of sociology, but I had sociology in my IAS, so I have a fairly good idea of. So how did he? You are absolutely right. That he was the one who. So what is that in Calvinism he found, which was promoting capitalism? Single thing.
Sir, in Calvinism, they believed in work is worship. They are workaholic.
Second.
So second, they use the income, whatever they produce, they were using it again in glorification of their
God. Glorification of God, minimal consumption,
yes,
maximum saving, maximum saving. How is it different from Weber, different from Karl Marx in this regard? You are right, you have understood, yeah. How is it different from Karl Marx in this?
Sir, Karl Marx as a sociologist,
I'm talking of this aspect.
Yes, sir.
Relationship between religion and its impact on capitalism.
Okay, sir.
See, in the IAS particularly, you'll get a question that Max Weber turned Karl Marx upside down.
Okay, sir.
Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So, Marx said that religion is opium to the people.
Yes, sir.
For him, religion destabilizes society. Religion has a negative connotation from society. On the other hand, Weber said, no, that's not true. So that is what I'm trying to say, that have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So because he is a sociologist, she will conversation on this. Let me ask one or two questions on the international relations.
Yes,
Now, Sheikh Hasina is in India.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me two things. One is, why has this happened? Why she had to flee her own country? She has been a Prime Minister for 15 years. She won a mandate. And why is it that she has plunged herself into India? Why has this happened? And B, what in your opinion should be India's stand vis-a-vis Sheikh Hasina on a long-term basis, not on a short-term basis? on a long-term basis. Yeah. Have you understood the question?
Yes, sir. Sir, Sheikh Hasina was Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
Hmm.
Sir, she undertook various developmental things
Initiatives, yeah.
in Bangladesh,
Hmm.
for which Bangladesh economic condition has reached above the level how it was
Yeah.
before the war.
Okay.
So, but one thing she went wrong, what I feel, at the cost of developmental process.
The dip in the economic condition of Bangladesh started after COVID-19. Please
Yes,
remember
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
There's tremendous economic stride Bangladesh made.
Yes, sir.
But after 2019 to 21, unemployment was an all-time high of 35%.
Yes, sir.
The taka was depreciated by 25%.
Yes, sir.
So there was all kinds of economic difficulties he was getting.
Yes, sir.
On top of it, she kept reservation.
Yes, sir.
And when the students protested, and she resorted to firing. So one of the major reasons why she couldn't sustain her rule was A, because of an extremely tyrannical approach
Yes, sir.
to a student demonstration.
She acted bit autocratic in
Not
her-
bit. She was extremely autocratic. She became extremely autocratic.
She deprived of the civil rights of the people
Yes.
of Bangladesh.
Okay. So what should be India's approach? Let me come to the second part of the question. Yeah. What should be India's approach towards? Why is India so happy or so positive in? Because many in Bangladesh feel that India has unnecessarily harbored somebody who trampled on human rights in a big way. So why is India still keeping company with her? What are the main reasons?
Sir, Sheikh Hasina was quite beneficial for India
Okay.
in the past.
Why? Why?
So there is treaty of friendship with Bangladesh, and we have diplomatic economical ties with Bangladesh. Majority of our export
Even
import
China
relations-
has. Even China has. But why was she partial towards India? Why was she partial towards India? There must be some reasons. In her relationship with India vis-a-vis China, there was a perception that she sided with India. There have been many instances.
Yes.
Why was so? Why was it so?
Sir,
India had the longest border with Bangladesh,
yes, sir.
and most of the river water treaties. She had to deal with India,
Yes, sir.
unlike China. So she knew very well that it is in her interest that she has good relation. Otherwise, in the last 2 years she had tilted towards China in matters of trade.
Yes, sir. She was proactive towards
China, but at the same time she never played
Undermined the role of India.
India.
in its
She
development.
always. Let me ask a few questions in economics. In the last union budget, the finance minister has unleashed a scheme called ELI. What do you understand by that? There are a few things he did. Can you tell me what are the major announcements by her, major priorities by her?
Sir, ELI.
No, what is ELI? See, you don't have to remember the whole budget,
Yes, sir.
but the basic key elements of the budget, both of union budget and Odisha budget.
Yes, sir.
Please brush it up.
Okay, sir.
Please brush it up, because as a civil service candidate, you are expected to be an all-rounder.
Yes, sir.
It should not be perceived that you are very good in sociology, very good in these aspects, and very unsure in one subject.
Sir.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
There is an angel tax which was abolished by.
Yes, sir.
What is that angel tax? Would you
Sir,
understand by angel tax?
Angel tax, sir, it
You
is.
tell me, then you are through.
Sir, there were investors who helped in investing in projects, budding projects and entrepreneurs.
Okay.
They helped them out.
Okay.
Sir, angel investors used to invest in them.
And there used to be tax.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, this was abolished so that the
why were they being taxed? When the angel investors were investing in new investments or startups, why were they being taxed? There must be certain reason.
sir,
Government,
to generate revenue, I think.
just like that? No, because there was an allegation that there was money laundering.
Yes, sir.
Because when you give a facility to an angel investors, there were allegations that there was money laundering.
Yes, sir.
So that is why they are being taxed, and now the government thinks that this has become a major impediment.
Yes,
Major
sir.
impediment.
So it was banned now to give more scope to entrepreneurship ecosystem of our country.
This part is absolutely fine. So just plug that.
Yes, sir.
Final question. What do you understand by positive discrimination? In the Constitution, we have positive discrimination in matters of employment. What do you mean by that?
Sir, positive discrimination,
That is reservation.
reservations.
Reservation.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me, in Article 16, what are the different types of reservations that the government has given? Have you understood my question?
Sir,
In Article 16 says there will be equality of opportunity in matters of employment. But there are many amendments to Article 16 which gives reservation to different categories. I want to know what are the kinds of reservations that have been given and what is an update
sir,
on
in
this.
Constitution in Article 16, there's a provision in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana.
Okay.
They provide housing facilities to.
Not housing facility, jobs.
Yes,
jobs.
sir. Jobs
Son of the
and-
soil, son of
Yes,
the
sir.
soil, son of the
Yes,
soil. So yes, that's a smart one. Next one. Next one. Very good answer. Very, very good answer. Can you tell me which 16, which is the subsection under which it is given? 16.2. 16.2 it is given.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me the next one. Reservation to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC.
Yes, sir.
OBC how much?
Sir,
OBC. How much is the OBC reservation?
sir, I'm not able to recall.
For 27%. So there was a judgment
Yes,
which
sir.
said that which talked about OBC reservation. Which was the judgment?
It's a Mandal Commission.
Mandal Commission recommendation.
Yes, sir.
Mandal,
Progeny Commission.
what? No.
Uh,
Mandal Commission
Yes,
recommended
recommended.
OBC reservation.
yes, sir.
That was upheld by the Supreme Court.
Yes, sir.
Which was the judgment? Indra Sahni judgment.
Yes, sir. Sir,
What
and
was the
just
basic features? Basic features. What are the basic features of the judgment?
Sir, I have to read.
Reservation should be maximum 50%,
Yes, sir.
and those in the creamy layer should be excluded.
Yes, sir.
You tighten up, ADYASA, your this constitution.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
all the current affairs, important judgments, you are quite unsure in them.
Yes,
Okay, you are otherwise a candidate who can get through in these other services also.
Yes, sir.
But you need to tighten up.
Brush up, sir.
Brush up that. You
Depth.
need to. So I have already circulated what are the important current
Yes,
events.
sir.
So those current events, keep a note, all the nitty-gritty you
Yes,
build there, so that it's not that you can answer everything, but you will not be unsure about yourself. You certainly get it, but you can do better. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good. Anything else you want from us? Yeah. Anything else you want to ask?
Sir, so there's
You
a,
can be very frank.
Yes, sir. So there's a vast syllabus we have to study and we have to revise before coming to an
See, I'll tell you,
Yes,
when
sir.
you are going for an interview,
Yes, sir.
you have already cleared the main examination, the
Yes, sir.
theoretical part.
Yes, sir.
So, couple of things you remember. It is not again a mains examination that you are taking,
Yes, sir.
but certainly your special paper, if there is an expert, as it would be the case here, the expert will ask some questions in sociology. So be prepared for sociological thought and
Yes, sir.
Indian sociology, like Sanskritization, Jasmani system, urbanization. So Indian sociology, important terms, and the thing. So that's the first thing, because immediately the chairman will hand over to this lady
Yes, sir.
for sociology. So first thing. Secondly, all the important current events during the last 3-4 months.
Yes, sir.
There are about 10 to 11 events. I have already listed out and circulated.
Yes.
Just read them if there is anything more on that. So and make small notes.
Yes, sir.
Then all the important constitutional developments. Third is all the international relations, like the conflict between Jews and Arabs, Bangladesh,
Palestine. Yes,
Palestine
sir.
and all. So just about 10 to 12 pages of notes. So you don't have to worry कि मुझे कहाँ से पूछ लेंगे क्या कर लेंगे.
Sir, it's a very overwhelming process, sir.
No, but I have tried
Yes,
to
sir.
overwhelm it. I've tried to control it
Yes,
by
sir.
giving you the contours.
Yes, sir.
See, when you are working in the dark,
Yes, sir.
essentially when you walk into an interview, you are walking into darkness.
Yes, sir.
So you can brace yourself in that kind of a darkness only when you are thorough
About-
with the minimum things that I mentioned.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
If I ask you about the work of boat, you fall from the skies, then somebody say, no, this girl is not keeping abreast of current affairs.
Yes, sir.
If I ask you about the angel tax, if you fall from the skies, I will say, no, this girl